Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But, I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? If you insist. As I was telling you before, Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send some. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. It might take me a while this time. Caring or not won't change the facts of the matter. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all, which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and Amber Heights is one of the only surviving settlements outside. Graham Bryant and the Iconoclasts there got their hands on a working relay station. Now they're ceaselessly transmitting. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Son. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Is that a trick question? Because of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the Ask me what... What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one... Not much. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well... I do know this. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for... I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but luckily for you, they are a curious lot. Insufferable. Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board. Not in his life. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI. Indeed, the information I gather usually is. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet not. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Gray. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I... Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that... Luckily for you, there are so... If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power. Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a... Luckily for you. How low you seemingly regard my trade. I may have a secret for you. There... Luckily for you. Luckily for... How low you... Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the...
Great work. What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day.
You look like a woman who's looking for... He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him? Funny place to leave a journal. Mysteries of the...
Not funny.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it.
You ought to know how dangerous that is.
Yeah. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on? Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Non... Anyhow.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
You think we're the problem? Have you... It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. Indeed. That's why it's imperative. And the first step is getting...
Good day to you.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be free.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed. Most people... Besides... Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, and even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with Sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting... Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with... Was there something else? Where should I begin? With the oversized Mantisaur? The board was right. This place is... Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about...
You company folk are all the same. Choose to...
How was I supposed to... It all sounds wonderful, until you realize it's only a few... I could do with a few kilometers of cold... That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, I can whip one up for you.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
Sure. If you got the You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Nice. Making it look easy. Nicely done.
Got a problem? Maybe I can help.
Thank the architect! Bertolt's back!
I owe you for bringing the boss man back to us.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made... Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like. Then we call it even between us. We were hired to do so, why else? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns. The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable. I lead the C3s. Addy covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance, our system works. Wow, that was a bit presumptuous, don't you think? We were still debating as to whether we have an image to uphold. Our services are deservedly expensive. Now, we'll just say you were a subcontractor. Yes, that'll do.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix. And it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough. Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps. Incoming!
Nice one. And that's how it's done, Captain. Nice hit. They'll never see us. Here we go. Outstanding. Oh, you are in for it now. Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
I wonder who used to live here. Do you suppose anyone remembers anymore? Gotta hurt. Mess with us. Look out! Let me go! Here they come! That's the last of them! Get it off! Get it off!
the Eternal. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased... Phew. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Sure. Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things... My buddy locked me in here. I told you that. It was for my... But, I mean... Okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. Oh, Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast runner. I'm... Demi, what do you mean? Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble.
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an... But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect? No! Here, you... Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting... Thanks a lot. Going silent.
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this.
A fine day for business, isn't it?
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you. I didn't mean for any harm.
This has been... I give MSI everything. Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap. I hadn't thought of it that. Thank you for that. Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets... For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Sort of. Really, we're...
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea?
That's what I like to... I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is...
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to... If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Oh, but as much as I love your can-do... So it would be best if you could leave her in what... Of course. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe... A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'm sorry. Ah, they're hardly a corporation. More like a jumped-up... The evidence I'm hoping for would implicate one of the board powers, and he...
Not that we don't appreciate...
Hello again. Oh, last time I was in the city, Sanjar was singing your praises about a bolt something or other. Suppose that warrants a discount. You want to buy something?
So Ada isn't really alive, but she can still talk like a person. What about Sam? What's it? Sorry. Is he the same thing? What's up?
Where are we headed?